In my last video, we looked at the most beautiful, popular quartz countertops, and there was even one badass quartzite in there, which I'm obsessed with. But today we are going to save some money by looking at laminate countertops. Laminate countertops aren't like they used to be. They used to be butt ugly. Well, most of them were butt ugly, let's be honest, with very few redeeming features. Today's laminate countertops are pretty friggin' gorgeous, and I'm going to share them with you. Now, some of them are intended to look like marble, quartz, granite. The ones that are supposed to look like granite are the least popular right now. The ones that look like marble are the most popular. If you ask, we're going to look at a ton here, but if you ask me, if you're doing laminate countertops, your best bet for a timeless look that's flexible, neutral, and preferably white or black. This will give you the most versatility in the long run. And if you're considering a resale, again, a little bit more mass appeal. First, we're going to look at marble looks. And I want to warn you, because you might look at this and go, oh, gorgeous. Oh, that one's pretty too. What about this one? Then you look, compare all three, and you said that like, oh geez, there's a lot of purple there. There's a lot of pink in that one. You definitely want to compare your samples. Of these three, the most versatile is going to be that middle one because it has the least pink or purple in it, and that is Wilsonart Marmo Bianco. It's great. That's in a textured gloss finish. I like a little bit more gloss sometimes. That doesn't look very textured to me, but you do you. Personally though, I'm showing that to you more for an undertone example for comparing things because these are pretty graphic. People aren't doing countertops this graphic when they're doing laminate, so just be careful with that. Instead, check out Wilsonart Calcutta marble. Beautiful, subtle veining, love it. More like flecks than veins, really. Now, when something has veins in it, it's supposed to look like marble, it's probably gonna have undertones. Gray has either violet, blue, or green undertones. When you're dealing with laminate, most times you're gonna get a little bit of violet, but they do get a bit more creative. You can get some smoky colors, very little blue, the odd time kind of a muddy, earthy green. But yeah, purple's the big one, which is great because so many of today's popular colors cater to this. We're talking like Benjamin Moore Collingwood, Balboa Mist, Classic Gray. There's some great options to go with that. What else do we have here? White Carrara. White Carrara might be more the word. Carrara. And we're going to compare that to Formica Carrara Bianco. So this is Wilsonart White Carrara, Formica Carrara Bianco. Check out the difference there. Now, one thing I really like about the Carrara Bianco, and I happen to have a big honkin' slab of it here, is that it looks a lot like marble, but it's really subtle in its approach, and there's even some warm and coolish tones in there giving you tons of versatility. If you're looking for flexibility, longevity, this is Formica Carrara Bianco. Not that I don't like Wilsonart White Carrara, great option. You can see a little difference in temperature for your whites there. It's another thing to pay attention to, especially if you have white subway tile or white cabinets. This is the small sample of this one here. Carrara Bianco, big one, Formica. That's my favorite of the marble looks. What do I have here? Another Carrara Bianco. What's this one? 180FX by Formica. These are gorgeous countertops. Like, it's got a sheen you probably can't see. You'll see it in person when you pick it up. A little bit of etching in it. This is Calacatta marble by 180FX, Formica group. Beautiful passive veining. Seriously, gorgeous countertop. Kitchen, bathroom, love it, love it, love it, love it. So when you compare it to, say, this one looks way more expensive. This one looks like a cheap, I'm trying to look like marble. Now, if we go the opposite way, we go into black, which again, I lean into those two extreme ends when it comes to laminate. Of course, if it doesn't suit your finishes, that's irrelevant. You might need something more moderate, but if I have a choice and I'm starting from scratch, like maybe I've wood cabinets and a wood floor, or white cabinets and a wood floor, I'm probably going to go black or white. This is the Formica 180FX Ferro Granite. Now, one has the shiny etched finish with the little pot marks in it. They both FX, yeah. So you can see some white veining there. I don't get too bent on this veining. It's not my favorite. It's okay. I personally like Formica Jet Sequoia. I mean, definitely veining in there, but seriously on a large scale, like if you have oak cabinets, white cabinets, so stinking pretty. This is Jet Sequoia, mad love. There aren't really many great black ones. There's another one with veining, but it's really purple veining. There's also gray, the Inukshuk line. I believe this is, I don't have it labeled on here. Might be from Arborite, but it's called Inukshuk. There's a Inukshuk taupe in gray, I think. I should have written this down, but this is the idea. They look a bit like concrete. We did this in my in-laws bar area, and it looks pretty awesome. Love it. It's actually hardier than concrete countertops. Now, if you're looking at anything like this, just stop. This is outdated. It looks like the granites from the 2000s. If it looks like this, you're not moving your home forward, you're moving it backward. But some people do want a countertop with some visual interest, or they have finishes that can accommodate white or black. So I've pulled out a few that I like. This is Formica Bianco Antico. You can see some nice warmish kind of taupey brown tones in there, a little bit of a soft black. Beautiful. I really like this one. Wilsonart Potter's Clay. One that I actually love, I don't have a sample of, is Soapstone Sequoia. Might be, it's probably Formica. Anyways, look up Soapstone Sequoia. I did it in one of our last homes. It is so freaking beautiful. It has like a warm, creamy vein in it and a taupe backdrop. It's kind of like this, but better. Another one with some visual interest. Fantasy Marble. This is supposed to look like the Fantasy Granite. That is, Fantasy Brown Granite might be Quartzite actually. But either way, it's supposed to look like Fantasy Brown. This is Fantasy Marble by Formica. Some great variation in there. So a little bit of greenish undertones, warm, organic. If you like a countertop with visual interest, awesome. Arborite Typhoon Bordeaux Greige. I've had several people do that. Again, there's a lot of colors in there, which gives you some versatility. Formica Argento Romano. Again, I'm looking at these because they have a variety of tones, tints, shades. I'm getting some versatility, some flexibility out of them. Ooh, I do like this one, even though I don't really like these busy countertops, which doesn't mean you can't like it. Like, don't know, like, oh, Kylie said they're ugly. It's not that they're ugly. There's not my personal jam. I like things a little bit calmer or white or black. This is Wilsonart Spring Carnival. Beautiful warm tones in there. There's that gray with the violet undertone. Beautiful, beautiful countertop. And this has a similar look. Arborite Typhoon Bordeaux Creme. Again, great colors, some good colors to pull from, giving flexibility. Now, what was this? Formica came out with a new line, new countertops. Unfortunately, I wasn't super excited by what they came out with because I find sometimes less is more when it comes to laminate countertops and the graphic veining and then trying to look like something that they're not. Doesn't mean you can't like them, so I'm going to walk you through them quickly. This is Fractured Marble by Formica. Definitely some pinky undertones in there, be careful. This one looks a lot like Travertine. Oh, what do you know? Hazelnut Travertine. These are all the 180FX by Formica. This is terrible. Jatoba Green. Woof. This one's reasonably flexible. I still wouldn't do it because there's too much pink in there. Prosecco Quartzite. But if you have a bathroom with a ton of pink tile, this might be a great move for you. Jatoba Brown. Warm brown tones. Rock and roll. Breccia Mojave. Again, I'm not sold. I've seen one that kind of looks like this online, Sahara Noir. I would say this is my favorite of the bunch, especially if you have nice wood cabinets. White oak could be really pretty, but it's a pretty graphic vein. It's kind of like my hair going through there. I don't know. I'm not sold on these new ones. I would stick with the other ones that I showed you because they're more timeless, great price point, and you can update your space and save money at the same time.